is Dave Fairman. He is the Borough Public Works Director here in Indiana Borough. And even as he was getting set to come on the air with us, he got a call. He had to answer an issue, and he's done that, and now he's back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
You have a lot going on at any given time within the Indiana Borough.
Yeah, it's cyclical with seasons.
I thought you were saying it's sickening, but okay,
that
it's
too.
cyclical. But let's start with the borough's annual tree and not tree collection, but limb collection.
Limb collection. It's more than annual. This is the spring one. I always do one in the fall also.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But this is the spring one. For the easiest way to remember, we will pick them up the day after your trash collection. So first ward will be Tuesday, fourth ward will be Wednesday, second ward will be Thursday, third ward will be Friday. No larger than 6 inches in diameter. Put them out at the curb where you typically put your trash. We will throw them through the chipper. Limbs only. Vines and that type of things does not go through the chipper. And it'll just make a mess out of things real quick.
When you stop and think about it, if you hold up those 6 inches,
that's pretty good-sized limbs.
That's a good-sized limb.
Yes.
And which means that's a good-sized chipper you have there.
Yes.
Man. So all those folks, they should be out in their yards today if they're in the first ward.
Yes. So they can get them piled up and put it at the curb.
And they just put them at the same place they would normally put their garbage.
Correct, yes. And then once we chip those, they go to the recycling center.
Did they always go there? They used to go out to Blue Spruce.
Well, we will take them to Blue Spruce, but we get credit on our recycling efforts through the recycling center. We'll just put a tonnage down there because typically Blue Spruce employees will go down and get some chips and stuff from the recycling center to put on their trails. There's no sense them running down there when I already got it loaded up. I'll just take it out there, but we still get the credits. Yeah. Or with our recycling
Boy,
efforts.
I tell you, the red tape that must be gone through in order to do the simplest thing. Huh?
Yes.
So that is something that, you're right, it happens twice a year, and the spring cleanup is more fun than the fall cleanup because there's not as many leaves to have to wiggle around.
Right. But the dead, dried stuff that's been laying there all winter doesn't go through the chipper as well, so it's a trade-off. Yeah,
okay, so that's going on. You were telling me that the COG truck is in town today.
Yeah, well, they're in Homer City today. Yeah, they do about a tri-county area. They're quite busy.
That is the truck that actually goes and sucks out the garbage from in the storm sewers. And
yes,
the other sewers.
Storm sewers, sanitary sewers, and so on. We do some hydro excavating. We'll be doing some right across the street here, hopefully in next week, and that's in conjunction with the library project.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. The crews have been hard at it here these probably almost going on 2 months now.
Yes.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, the roof's 50% completed. They're tearing down the parapet wall on the east side of the building and rebuilding it. And you see they got scaffolding out front to tear that parapet down and rebuild it. Scheduled for a week from today to set 2 utility poles on the 9th Street side so we can get that cable buried.
Yeah.
Next week, Penelec is scheduled for Monday to come in and set the 2 poles, and then that week I hope to get the directional bore in there. It's supposed to be at his schedule to pull the underground conduit, and then we can get that side of the building started.
Yeah, my goodness, it is something to watch it unfold before us here. Just to watch them move the scaffolding around, that takes a better part of a day.
It's pretty intricate over there, but it's all in the safety of the crew the guys doing that. And we also open bids for the interior. We haven't awarded them yet. We're looking at numbers and so on, so we can figure out what we're going to do there and what we can do and what we can't do.
Is that still not certain yet because of the various expenses that crop up?
Let me
put it this way. Have you run into expenses over there that you didn't think or didn't consider before? Have there been surprises?
There was a window or two that was a surprise that we ended up swapping things around to make it work, but nothing major yet.
That's good.
That's good, and that's the way we hope it stays.
Yeah. So that building is scheduled for completion about when?
Exterior is late July. Interior by October.
Now, the sign in front says, "Excuse the construction. We are open for your," as it said, "for your use for digital services." The building itself, is the library portion not open?
Oh, no, it's all open.
I thought it was.
It's all open. We're trying to work around our patrons and our tenants, so to speak, Indiana Borough tenants. We're trying to work around them and not inconvenience them too much, even though it is a construction zone.
Yeah, okay. So what else is happening around the borough? Anything else folks need to know about?
We're still up patching potholes and such. I hopefully get one area done today that's pretty bad. Mm-hmm. We opened bids for the paving, for the 2018 contract paving.
Okay.
I don't let that happen until after school, Indiana area school district is done for the year. Mm-hmm. I don't like to mix school buses and heavy equipment, just not a good mix. That had to be pared back just a tiny bit from what the bids came in. We'll be doing 10th Street from Church Street to Chestnut Street, 11th Street from Washington Street to Chestnut Street, Station Avenue from Philadelphia Street to Chestnut Street, 12th Street from Philadelphia Street to Chestnut Street, and a short portion of Oak Street from the cul-de-sac to 12th Street, a short portion of Church Street from 10th Street to 11th Street.
Off the top of his head, boys and girls. How about that? And let me ask you about this.
And I will be back in here to let people know and do some door knocking, because there'll be some parking restrictions along all those areas.
All right, so that'll come a little bit later in the season.
Right now, my guys are getting all the catch basins rebuilt and such in that area, so when we go to pave, everything is relatively new.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, and you may not have an answer. This might not even be your area of concern. The bike path that through town, which is using Gompers, isn't it? You're not sure?
I don't know where that one's at. I know it's from campus up to Gompers Avenue. Yeah. I noticed there.
I didn't know if there was anything in terms of construction scheduled for there or not. So that's obviously not something that's not on your front page at the moment.
At the moment, I'm sure it's going to hit there.
It's down the list a little bit, but as things get checked off, it'll move up.
Yeah, I know it's there. It's just I don't have all the details yet.
Okay. All right. Anything else folks need to know about today?
I don't think so.
Think we're good?
I think we're good. We'll be back in, I'm sure. I'll get her.
I appreciate you coming in today to tell us all about things happening around Indiana Borough. So limb collection tomorrow is 1st Ward, 4th Ward on Wednesday, 2nd Ward on Thursday, 3rd Ward on Friday.
You got it, Todd.
Get them all picked up, boys and girls, and he'll come by and chip them up for you. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
It's Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.